All right. Me, 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 me. Do, re, fa.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la.
Oh, man. All right. That was fun. All right, let's get it started. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what day it is. It's weeknights in this piece. And it's Friday. Let's get this shit done. Let's get this shit done.
Fridays are hard.
I'm good, but I'm looking forward to being done. You know what I'm saying? I like when we take our little 2-day break. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, ooh, no pod today. Even though I have definitely woken up like, oh, what's the topics today? Where's my phone? What are we gonna talk about? Oh, it's Saturday. Oh,
Right.
oh,
Exactly.
no, we're not talking about anything on the pod today because there's no pod today.
Yeah, I've had those moments too, where I'm like, oh, I gotta rush back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
actually, I don't.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Anyway, it's weeknights. We're here. Who are we? Who
I'm
are
Dash.
you? I'm sorry, you sipping? What was that?
I said I'm Dash.
I know, I heard you. I was being a jerk. That's all you got? No aliases today, just a drink?
Yep, I'm Dash.
Yes, see what type of time she on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I am JD, aka He Who Pods. And yeah. You want to start by partying? Or you want to start by talking about parties? What you want to talk about?
We should party later when I.
Feel a bit more sauced.
Yes.
All right. Want to talk about a breakup?
A breakup.
Yeah.
Who broke? Oh, breakups are never good. Breakups are never fun. Well, breakups are good. Can be good, but breakups are never fun. Is what I should say. Breakups happen for a reason, so eventually you realize that it was a good thing. But who broke up?
Well, spring break, Miami broke up with spring break.
Oh, they sure did.
I think I have the audio here. Let me see. Because yeah, spring break, Miami looking for a hoochie daddy.
Yep.
No. Damn, I could have swore we had it saved.
Sometimes things go too far.
And that's why you gotta break up.
Yep.
It's not us. It's you. We just want different things. You have a good time? It's relaxing on the beach. Hitting up the spa. Or checking out a new restaurant. You just want to get drunk in public and ignore laws. Do you even remember what happened last March? That was a breaking point. So, we're breaking up with you. And don't try to apologize and come crawling back. This isn't safe. So, we're done. Just so you know, we're serious. This March, you can expect things like curfews, bag checks, and restricted beach access. DUI checkpoints, $100 parking, and strong police enforcement for drug possession and violence. Whatever it takes, because it's time to move on. Maybe we can talk when you're done with your spring break phase, but
Until then.
They said come back when you're a full adult. Okay.
Right.
Until then, we don't want nothing to do with what you got going on.
Word. They said stop effing up Miami.
I hear that. I hear
Word.
that. Spring break, that's wild times.
Yep.
That is wild times. Okay. Those spring breakers,
They break stuff.
they be sloppy drunk, falling all over the
Sloppy drunk.
place, throwing up all over the streets, and all kinds of things like that. You know, getting into all kinds of things that they got no business getting into. Most
Right.
of them are underage, and they're drinking alcohol, and they're doing all these things, and I don't
Talk to
blame
him,
nobody.
Grandma.
Yep. And you know what? Listen, okay, I'm cool, Grandma, and the reason
I don't think you're allowed to say you're cool, Grandma. I think someone else has to say you're cool, Grandma.
so I'm gonna tell you why, because I had my spring break phase, which I was not throwing up on the streets, but and I never got that drunk, but I had my spring break days. I totally understand, like the excitement. You get a little freedom in the middle of the year, and It's like for some kids, I'm sure it's probably one of the first times that they get to travel with their friends. Not all kids. I know some of them probably been doing this for a long time already, but for some kids, it's like, woo, freedom! Like we can go and hang out with our friends, and we can drink, and we can do this and this and this and that, and it's like college, but like vacation. So I get it. I get the urge to have that good time and like leave your inhibitions at the door and you just want to let loose and you're about to come back and you have to get ready for finals and all kinds of things like that. The year is coming to a close for college students. By the time they get back, they only have a couple months before the school year is over. So I get it, I understand, but also don't ruin people's cities. Just don't do it.
Right.
If you can't be on your best behavior, then, and not even your best behavior, but why do you have
Just
to be on
behavior.
your right? I was just about to say, but why do you have to be on your worst?
Because Drake told us to.
Worst. Motherfucker never lied us.
See? Exactly.
Remember?
Right.
Motherfucker. What do you think about this?
I'm going to be honest. When I first heard about this commercial, I was like, all right, come on. Yeah, for real. I'm going to give you props on International Women's Day. You sent it and was like, we got to talk about this. I was like, but why? This is ridiculous that this even exists. But props to you because you were right. We got to talk about it. It's been a hot topic everywhere. People are mixed feelings. There's mixed reviews on the commercial. Some people feel like this is ridiculous. Y'all need to get a better hold of the spring break situation. And there's a whole other side that's like, no, yeah, y'all been messing up our city. Y'all been messing up the tourism who wants to go to Miami. And y'all got to stop. And so I said, oh, look at that. Conflict in the streets? Conflict, you say? Okay. I like to sit and watch some conflict sometimes. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews on a lot of mixed feedback, not reviews. It's not a movie, but a lot of mixed feedback on this topic. Some people feel like, yeah, y'all have been coming and destroying our city and we don't want y'all.
Yeah.
And I totally understand the tourism side of things where we want tourism dollars, but we're actually not getting it because y'all are coming and destroying things and costing us so much money in damages and causing all these other problems. And so I see that side too. I think it's interesting. I do think, yes, party hard, fight for your right to party, all of that. But also, like, act like you got a little bit of behavior up in you.
Act like somebody. Well, no, I shouldn't
Act
say
like you
that,
got
but
just a piece of home training.
right. It's just
Perhaps I'm disconnected to this topic because I didn't do college on this level. I didn't finish college. I didn't spring break. So maybe for
I.
me this is like who cares? But for a lot of people, spring break, like you said, it's a big deal. And they want to be able to go and let loose and do all the illegal things and all the illegal substances.
Yeah.
Miami says, hey, you can take that shit somewhere else.
First of all, if you're under the age of 21, you really have no business going to Miami for spring break. I know that it's a common thing. It's easy to get to.
See, you was just a cool grandma. You about to lose all of your coolness.
Well, that's fine.
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm not trying to put on for the kids. I am who I am, multi-layered. So no, because the reason I say that is because it is considered underage drinking. You
Of course.
also clearly don't know how to handle your liquor because of all these things that have been happening the last couple of years. It's probably easier and probably a lot more fun to go somewhere where the drinking age is 18 just because then,
Does that exist?
yep, when you leave the country,
Oh, never mind.
not in the
I was gonna
US,
look
but
up what states.
oh no, when you leave the US, like if you go to Mexico, the drinking age is 18. So have at it.
Got
I'm not saying to be
Cancun.
right. I'm not saying to behave that way, but I'm saying have at it. And I also, you bring up the tourism thing, and it's true. I know I'm someone, I like to travel. March is always the time of year where I kind of get an itch to travel because we've had all the beginning of the year holidays pass at this point. There's no holiday until Memorial Day, so like no uh
So
company days off.
Oh, I was about to say you dissing the luck of the Irish.
No, there's no federal holidays until May.
Got it.
So it's on you to take a vacation or whatever it is you want to do, take a day off or whatnot. But you kind of get into this weird, like, in between area where it's like, man, there's no day off until the end of May. That's a long time. So I feel like I'm someone who, somewhere around March, I'm like, man, I wish I could go and like travel for a weekend or something like that. But what I've learned over the years is what I don't want to do is travel in March in the beginning of April. And the reason why is because I want nothing to do with the spring breakers.
And there you go, folks. Words from your cool grandma.
Like we're not hanging out, but I want nothing to do with the spring breakers just because, again, it is a very different crowd. And I feel like they should have their good time. It's a very different crowd. Also, traveling this month, next month, you're probably going to run into a lot of families too, depending on what you're trying to do. There will just be a lot of kids around. There'll be big kids, there'll be little kids. That's kind of how travel is in March and April because it's everybody's spring break is kind of staggered between those 2 months. So I do think, but what I will say is I'd rather see the families with their smaller children than see a 19-year-old who can't hold their liquor and shouldn't be drinking in the first place, yelling belligerent on the streets. Like I said, vomit. The thing that always gets me is seeing vomit on the streets. Things like that. It's just gross, and yeah. I guess I'm not the cool grandma. I guess I'm just the grandma, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I meant to say I'm the grandma who used to be cool. I guess is what I was trying to say because
And that is different.
that is very different. Oh yeah, because grandma stays home now. I'm going on vacation and then that. Grandma also spiked her drink today, but
We
which
know.
I never do.
We know.
But well, no, you don't know because I don't drink on the pod. I don't ever drink.
Hold your drink up to the camera.
Even when I use my wine glass, it's usually a non-alcoholic drink. It's not.
Hold your drink up to the camera. This way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. What's that look like?
What does it look like to you?
Like an adult beverage.
You know what it is?
And
It's
it's
my
Friday.
it's my 0-calorie grapefruit soda
You
because
threw a little
grandma
something in there?
and I and a little. I covered the label, but a little tequila. I said, you know what? It's Friday. It's
It's Friday.
Friday, and it's been a long friggin' week. So they got to get it together. That's the long and the short of it. You got to
Yeah.
get it together.
And like
And
you don't need to get blackout drunk.
no, but that's what I'm saying. I
I
don't
know, I'm in
understand.
agreement.
It gets to a point where you're not even having a good time anymore. You're just like in a fog. If you're
Just
even awake,
just waking up somewhere like whose couch is this?
right? And
I
that's
don't even
so
remember a couch.
dangerous.
How did I get inside?
That's so dangerous.
Where are my shoes?
Right. I've never been into that. I've never been into getting so drunk that I don't remember or I don't know it. And don't get me wrong, I've gotten drunk. I lived my 20s. I went away to college, all of that. I'm not saying that I never got drunk or I never had a day where I'm like, I think I had too many. But that on another level, like drinking to get drunk, like line up the shots for me and let me drink them type of
That's some
thing
people's
is
style. Some people go out with the mission of I'm gonna just get blackout drunk. I never
Yeah,
really understood that.
I've never understood it.
In
And then
fact, the 2 times I got blackout drunk and like passed out or did some shit I don't remember, I deeply regret them, and I didn't plan on doing that.
right.
Like I didn't go out and was like, I'm gonna get sloshed. I just was wilding out, and then next thing I
Hmm.
knew, I was like, hey, whose couch is this?
Right. Yeah.
How'd I
So
how'd I get here? I remember being in a cab, but that's it.
yeah. No, I listen. I think that part of growing pains is that we've all been there. Like again, where we've maybe had one too many, two too many, or whatever.
10 too many.
Right. But but
You gotta open your eyes big. Is it 10 too many?
but but that doesn't mean like.
Looking like Joe Rogan when he interviewed Cat Williams. All right, that's it.
But that's you listen. But they are also young, and for what it's worth, don't really know much better. They're just like, "Ooh, this is fun. Let's do this," or
Well,
"Ooh, this is
listen,
like this is forbidden. Like, so we got to do it." And
right?
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
I
Miami's
just
Miami's fed up.
Miami's fed and should be,
They said $100 parking, fines, arresting people. They're not playing.
and Miami's already popping. Like, it doesn't have to be spring break for Miami to be
Right, well,
like
that's why they're upset because they feel like y'all are messing up what we already have going on because y'all
right,
want to come here and just destroy stuff.
right, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I mean, the first time I went to Miami, I was 20. I think I was 21 actually. So it was like a chill, it was a little bit more, but
You
I
was
don't
at La Marinas all summer.
all right. What else we got?
Shout out to Fab. What else we got? Well, it's Friday. You want to talk about Freaky Friday?
Yeah, let's talk
All
about
right,
it.
good. This here post is from Entertainment Tonight, and the quote says, while Lindsay Lohan, quote unquote, can't say too much about the Freaky Friday sequel,
Mm-hmm.
she is ready to give fans what they want. Lindsay shared with ET that she would like to find her character Anna C. Coleman in, quote, an appropriate chapter for the movie. There's a quote here from Lindsay Lohan that says, we want to give the most to all our fans and the people that love the film and just want to deliver a great performance.
Okay. But can I ask a question? Like, isn't doing Freaky Friday again freaky? Like, didn't it already happen? Like, how you do that again? The fuck you gonna do again? They gonna switch bodies again, or this time what? Lindsay's character is gonna be um she's gonna have a kid, and then she's gonna switch with her kid because that's usually what they do. They have offspring, and then that becomes the new storyline, which is the same storyline with a different person. I don't care. I gotta be honest.
Are you
We
hating
already
on
had
women
13.
on International Women's Day?
I don't give a fuck. I love women, and I support women, and I think we know this, especially Black women. Shout out to my Black girls. But
Now you've turned our pod into a race war.
I didn't turn it to a race war. I said especially Black.
Jokes.
I know, but I'm just saying because you
Nah. Don't co-sign that. It's just jokes.
no, but definitely listen. It is International Women's Day, and I support women. However, I don't care about this. They did it already. And then there was that movie with Jennifer Garner. What was the movie? 13 Going on 30, which was basically the same shit. Like, how many Freaky Fridays we gonna do?
There have been several iterations of this film. However, this is a sequel.
You wanna see it?
No, hell no. Why would
Oh,
I
because
want to
you
see
you
Jamie
about
Lee Curtis
to
and Lindsay
justify.
Lohan do that again?
I don't care about that. Like,
And then like Jamie Lee
has Jamie Lee
Curtis.
Curtis
Uh-oh, you first.
has Jamie Lee Curtis been in a movie that is not a knockoff of an old movie recently?
She was very recently in 3 Halloween movies.
Right, but isn't that just like a continuation of Halloween that already
You
existed?
said a knockoff. It was not a knockoff.
All right, it wasn't a knockoff, but has she been in like an original film recently?
Let me pull up her IMDb.
It's none of my business really, but I'm just curious because I want better for her on International Women's Day.
Heading to IMDb.
Because I remember she's been doing Halloween.
Since like 82, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Halloween is not a new story, and that's fine. It's not a knock at the work that she has been doing. It's more of a question as to why isn't she, no, but wasn't she in some other movie where she got nominated for an award? Like last year, we covered it on that other show.
Yes.
I think she was nominated for an Oscar last year. What movie was that?
No,
Halloween?
she won an Oscar like 2 years
Oh
ago.
right, because she won over. Oh yes, I remember that. What did she win for? What movie was that?
She won for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
I take it back then.
And that was in 2022.
No,
In
you're right.
fact, in 2022, she was in multiple movies. And since then, she was in 2 episodes of your favorite show, The Bear.
Oh, that's why I didn't know.
She did the voice of a character in the movie Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
And little did we know, she has voice credits for offsetting Cardi B Jealousy.
What?
It says right here. That's what it says. It says offsetting Cardi B Jealousy music video.
I believe you.
She
I'm
speaks.
not.
She speaks in there at some point.
Okay.
Holler. You didn't even know Jamie Lee was still part of the culture today.
I didn't. I honestly didn't, and I didn't know about Everything Everywhere All at Once, but obviously I forgot. But I didn't know, and that's good. The point I was trying to make is that hello, is this all she? I don't want her to become the reboot queen. That was the point I was trying to make, but I don't want to see this, so it doesn't even matter what point I make.
You're not gonna take your nieces to see the sequel.
If they want to.
Yeah. I gotta be honest. I hope my daughter doesn't want to see it because I don't want anything to do with this.
I care about
I
this.
also feel like right now Hollywood is so out of original stories that all they're doing is pumping out sequels, prequels, and remixes of stuff that already came out and was a smash, and they feel like we could make it a smash again. We could do it better this time. We could do it bigger this time.
Like, how many times y'all gonna take the Freaky Friday story and chop and screw it? I just don't.
Maybe now they're gonna speed it up. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Beetlejuice 2 is coming out,
Oh, I
and
want to
I'm
see
going to
that.
see
I
Beetlejuice
want to
2.
see that. But
So,
I love Beetlejuice 1.
and
So
some
for me,
people
it's
feel like
like,
that about Freaky Friday.
sure. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm giving you my opinion. I'm not saying that people shouldn't go support the film if that's what they want to do or if that's something that they want to see. I just said if my nieces want to go see it, I'll take them. I don't have a problem with that.
But what if your sister want to see it?
Well, then she can take them.
You wouldn't go with your sister on a sister date?
If she asked me to go, but she can take her own kids to the movie she wants to see that I don't
I'm
want to
saying,
see.
what if the nieces don't want to see it, but your sister does want to see it?
Oh, I would go with her. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not like that. Like I
Listen,
don't
my
mind
sister
going.
might want to see this. I don't even think she would tell me. But if my sister hit me up was like, "Yo, let's go see Freaky Friday 2," I would laugh at her for mad long, and then I say, "All right,
You
let's
would
go."
go, right?
I say, "All right, come on, come
That's
on,
the thing.
sis."
But that's how I am. Like I don't care to go. I'm not gonna collect my
But
things and say, hey, I'm going to the movies to see this movie like I would normally do for movies I want to see. But if someone's like, hey, you want to come with me to see this? And I'm like, if you want to see it, okay.
I will be there getting all my jokes off. Every time some whack shit happen, I'll be, this your movie? This is
And that's
this what you wanted to see?
the people gonna shush you. You know they will.
Nah, I know how to whisper. I don't speak loud. I don't know why people do that. People go to the movies. This is a whole nother thing for another time. But people go to the movies and act like they're on their couch. I don't understand that.
I
I
just
will
don't.
shush you. I will shush
Don't.
you because I am trying to have a movie experience and I know I'm not on the couch. And I
Yeah.
don't know you and I don't want to be on the couch with you. So please shut your mouth or whisper like we supposed to. Act like you know the rules. Niggas be at the movies and be like, don't go that way. Sir,
No, yeah, no, no,
no,
no. I
no.
don't do that. Now, if I am at home and I'm watching a movie, that's
Oh, at
different.
your house, you could do whatever you want.
I love to chat during movies at
Listen,
home.
let me be honest. The same way I just said, I'm gonna talk and turn and talk to my sister if we go.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
do that a lot at movies. I just said that the other day when I was live on here talking about Bob Marley. I
Hmm.
said if I was with somebody at Bob Marley, I would have definitely turned and been like, why they letting him dance like that? That's messed up. I talk during movies, but I know what volume to talk at. And that's the point I'm making. You want to talk? Listen, whisper the whole movie. I don't care. Right. But you can't be like, hurry up! He's behind you!
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, I don't
No,
do that.
none of that.
I like my movies to be quiet. I like the only sound to be.
Yeah, and I might have snuck some shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always got a backpack. You never know what I might pull out a whole cheesecake factory slice out my backpack.
I always bring lunch.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dre. We used to be at the movies with like all type of fly ridiculous meals. Dominican food, Burger King. You don't know. You never know what we gonna pull out the bag.
I like to go to an early movie, so there's not a
Oh
lot of
man, the
people, and I like to
matinee,
bring
that's the
my
best
lunch,
time to sneak in some food.
my brunch.
Best time to sneak in some food. I have definitely done that and made my daughter petrified. Petrified. We going to like a 10 a.m. movie and I'm in there with breakfast sandwiches, breakfast burritos, hash browns, what's the
Got your
potatoes?
veggie
Whole
omelet.
fries. She's like, Dad, we're gonna get kicked out, Dad. What if someone snitches on us? I'm like, girl, you eat in like 2 minutes. By the time they snitch, the food will be gone. Just eat
That's
and
really,
relax.
that's
She's
really
like, Dad, but this is the IMAX. The movie came out last night. Are you sure we're gonna get in trouble?
fun.
I'm like, girl, eat your food. We're fine.
It's okay when you're with your parents. They gonna figure it
Right.
out
I got your
for you.
back.
You
Don't
don't even
worry.
gotta worry about that. I
Don't
got this
even worry
covered.
about it. Got you, girl.
You worried about the wrong things. You need to be worried about what's on the screen.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Let
look at
me
this
worry
trailer. You
about them
seen this
taking
trailer
our food
before?
away or
Look, oh,
kicking us
Godzilla
out.
and King Kong. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. What else we got? Oh, I don't need the phone for this next one. So, Mattel is honoring the great Viola Davis with her own
Yay!
Barbie.
And it looks like her, which is my
And
favorite part of this whole
it
thing.
does.
It
It
really
does.
looks like her. I
It does
love
look
that
like her. I
so
want to
much.
see if it says when it comes out.
Because a lot
Let's
of
just see here.
Barbies that are supposed to look like celebrities don't. They try, but sometimes they just don't.
That's right.
So I was thrilled when I saw the picture. I said, "Oh, okay. It looks like her. Has her fro, oh,
Yep.
her radiant glow."
Yep. Oh, it
Uh,
doesn't say when it comes out, but we got to find out, man.
yeah, we gotta find that out.
We got to find out when it comes out. Let me see. CBS News. Yeah, but CBS News didn't even post it. Shame on them for that. They got 800 Biden posts. Anyway,
Well,
this is not a political podcast.
no,
Anyway,
not.
I think this is super fly. It says in celebration of Women's History Month and the 65th anniversary of Barbie, Mattel honors Viola Davis. Mattel honors Viola Davis for her own Barbie. Davis joins a growing list of black women who've been honored with Barbies fashioned after them, including Tina Turner, Madam C.J. Walker,
Eh,
Ida B. Wells, Shonda Rhimes, and the instantly sold out Ava DuVernay Barbie. I did not know there was an Ava DuVernay Barbie. That's what's up.
I knew that. Yeah.
Holler. More black Barbies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know there's been some more too that they didn't list, but but I love it. I said, "Oh, that made my day. That really
Yeah,
did.
that was fly.
That made my day."
Yeah.
So I'm excited for her. I just think that's a really cool thing. She has a young daughter, so
Yep.
I think that's really cool. Like to see your mom, like, all the things, all the successes that she's had, but also to be honored in this way is pretty cool. So something she
I
can tell
agree.
her friends. I think it's funny when she talks about her daughter and she's like, her friends called her and was like, "Wait, that's your mom in the film that we just saw."
Right. Exactly.
Well, she's kind of unfazed by it, and her friends are like, "That's so cool."
Yeah, she's like, nah, she's already done 2 more films since then.
She's like, she punishes me when I get in trouble. So, not that great. I'm
She's like,
kidding.
just mom.
That was just my mom. I know what she looks like with the
Sometimes
wig
the
off.
opposite. Sometimes they talk their shit.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's a balance, but there's definitely a balance between the two. You gotta talk your shit
Absolutely.
a little bit, and kids do, but also they're shocked sometimes. I think when the other kids are like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool!" I think it just catches kids off guard.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I think both sides are funny because I definitely seen the opposite as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's the unfazed, and then there's the like, hey, my parent is that person. You better
Mm-hmm.
relax,
Yeah.
okay? Put some respect on my parent's name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why on earth not?
Sometimes you gotta talk your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you gotta talk your shit.
Get out of here. Short episode today. We can't give y'all long episodes every day.
That's true.
Yeah, we keeping it short today. All right,
Yeah.
that's it for us. It's Friday. We out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to come back on Monday. We'll be right back here for another episode of Weeknights. Thanks for tuning in. Adios.
Hi.